Justin Bieber is one of the most recognizable names in modern music. Millions of fans know him as a global superstar, but very few know how close he came to losing everything. Behind the sold-out concerts, luxury lifestyle, and worldwide fame is the story of a young boy who went from singing on the streets of a small Canadian town to becoming one of the biggest celebrities on the planet. Justin Drew Bieber was born on March 1, 1994, in Stratford, Ontario, Canada. His mother, Patty Millett, gave birth to him when she was still a teenager. Life was far from easy. Money was always tight, and there were times when simply paying the bills became a struggle. Despite these challenges, Patty worked hard to give her son the best life she could. From a very young age, Justin showed an incredible passion for music. Unlike many children who take expensive lessons, Justin taught himself. He learned to play the drums, piano, guitar, and trumpet simply by practicing and watching others. Music quickly became more than just a hobby. It became his escape from everyday struggles. As Justin grew older, he started performing in local singing competitions and community events. One day, his mother recorded one of his performances and uploaded it to YouTube so friends and family could watch. She never imagined that this simple upload would completely change their lives. At the same time, talent manager Scooter Braun accidentally came across one of Justin's YouTube videos. The young boy's voice immediately caught his attention. Braun believed he had discovered someone truly special. After contacting Justin's family, he invited them to Atlanta, Georgia, to explore a possible music career. In Atlanta, Justin met famous R&B singer Usher. The meeting became one of the most important moments of his life. Usher recognized Justin's talent and helped him secure a recording contract. Overnight, the dream of a small-town Canadian teenager started becoming reality. In 2009, Justin released his first official single, One Time. The song became a success, introducing him to audiences around the world. Fans loved his voice, confidence, and natural charm. Soon after, his debut EP, My World, was released and quickly climbed the music charts. But nothing could prepare Justin for what happened next. In 2010, he released the song Baby. The track exploded across the internet, television, and radio. It became one of the biggest songs of the decade. Everywhere people went, they heard Justin Bieber's voice. His popularity reached a level that very few artists ever experience. Millions of teenagers became devoted believers. Fans waited outside hotels for hours just to catch a glimpse of him. Concert tickets sold out within minutes. Airports, shopping malls, and city streets became impossible to manage whenever Justin appeared. Security teams often struggled to control the crowds. The world watched a teenager become an international superstar almost overnight. While most people saw the glamorous side of fame, very few realized how dramatically Justin's life had changed. He could no longer walk through a park, visit a restaurant, or spend time with friends without cameras following him. Every word he spoke and every decision he made became international news. As the pressure continued to grow, Justin worked nonstop. He traveled from country to country, performed hundreds of concerts, gave countless interviews, and spent very little time living a normal teenage life. The schedule was exhausting, but everyone expected him to keep smiling. To millions of fans, Justin Bieber was living the perfect dream. But behind the cameras, the pressure of becoming one of the world's biggest stars at such a young age was slowly beginning to take its toll. And that was only the beginning of a much darker journey. As Justin Bieber entered his late teenage years, the pressure of global fame became almost impossible to handle. Every mistake he made was captured by cameras and instantly shared across television, newspapers, and social media. Millions of people who once admired him suddenly began criticizing his every move. Justin was no longer seen as just a talented young singer. He had become one of the most talked-about celebrities in the world. Paparazzi followed him everywhere. Whether he was leaving a restaurant, visiting a friend, or simply driving through the city, dozens of cameras were waiting for him. Living under constant public attention started affecting his behavior. Instead of enjoying a normal life, Justin found himself trapped in a world where privacy no longer existed. Every headline seemed to focus on another controversy, another rumor, or another mistake. During this period, Justin became involved in several incidents that damaged his public image. He faced legal problems, arguments with photographers, reckless driving allegations, and criticism for immature behavior. Many people who had once supported him started believing that his career was falling apart. The media quickly turned these moments into worldwide headlines. Every news channel, celebrity website, and magazine seemed to be discussing Justin Bieber almost every day. For many people, the headlines became more important than the music itself. But behind those headlines was a young man struggling to deal with pressure that very few people could truly understand. Justin later admitted that fame had changed his life in ways he never expected. He explained that he often felt isolated, even when surrounded by thousands of fans. The more famous he became, the lonelier he sometimes felt. As the pressure increased, Justin also struggled with his mental health. In later interviews, he openly spoke about dealing with anxiety, depression, and emotional exhaustion. He revealed that there were times when he felt completely lost despite having everything that people dream about. He also acknowledged that he used drugs during parts of his life and that those choices only made his situation worse. Justin has said that addiction became one of the biggest battles he ever faced. He eventually sought help and has spoken publicly about focusing on recovery and rebuilding his life. The combination of non-stop touring, constant criticism, lack of privacy, and personal struggles pushed him to a breaking point. There were moments when many people believed Justin Bieber's career would never recover. Despite everything, he never completely walked away from music. Even during his darkest moments, he continued writing songs and looking for a way to move forward. Deep inside, he knew he wanted a second chance, not just as an artist but as a person. Slowly, Justin began changing the people around him, spending more time with family and close friends, and focusing on improving his health. It wasn't an overnight transformation, but it was the beginning of a new chapter in his life. The world had watched Justin Bieber rise to unbelievable heights. Now it was watching him fight the biggest battle of all, the battle to save himself. After years of controversy and personal struggles, Justin Bieber made one of the biggest decisions of his life. Instead of allowing fame to control him, he decided to slow down and focus on becoming a healthier and happier person. In 2018, Justin married Hailey Baldwin, who is now known as Hailey Bieber. Their relationship attracted enormous media attention, but Justin explained that marriage gave him stability during one of the most difficult periods of his life. He has often spoken about how important love, trust, and family became in helping him move forward. Around the same time, Justin became much more open about his personal struggles. Instead of hiding behind the image of a perfect celebrity, he started telling fans the truth. He admitted that success and money could not automatically bring happiness. Even though he had achieved almost everything a musician could dream of, he still had to fight anxiety, depression, and the emotional scars left by years of non-stop pressure. Fans were surprised by his honesty. Many people who had criticized him before began to see a different side of Justin, a man who was trying to learn from his mistakes instead of running away from them. Justin also returned to music with a different mindset. His newer songs reflected personal growth, faith, relationships, and healing. Rather than trying to prove he was the biggest pop star in the world, he focused on creating music that reflected his real experiences. Just when it seemed life was finally becoming more peaceful, another unexpected challenge appeared. In 2022, Justin revealed that he had been diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, a rare condition that temporarily caused paralysis on one side of his face. In a video shared with fans, he explained why he had to postpone concerts and step away from performing. The news shocked millions of people around the world. Many fans were deeply concerned after seeing that he could not fully smile or blink with one eye. Justin asked for patience while he focused on treatment and recovery. The response from fans was overwhelming, with millions sending messages of support and wishing him a full recovery. Although the illness forced him to cancel and postpone performances, Justin remained hopeful. He explained that healing would take time and that his health had to come before his career. This moment reminded the world that celebrities are human beings too. Behind the fame, awards, and sold-out arenas, They face the same health challenges, fears, and uncertainties as everyone else. Justin's journey became more than the story of a pop star. It became the story of resilience, the determination to keep moving forward despite setbacks, criticism, and personal pain. By this point, people were no longer just talking about Justin Bieber's music. They were talking about his courage to admit his mistakes, seek help, and continue rebuilding his life one step at a time. As the years passed, Justin Bieber slowly rebuilt both his career and his reputation. Millions of people who had once doubted him began to recognize how much he had changed. He was no longer just the teenage sensation who became famous overnight. He had grown into an artist shaped by success, failure, and experience. Throughout his career, Justin has sold millions of records, earned billions of streams across music platforms, and performed for audiences all over the world. His songs have remained popular across different generations, proving that his influence on the music industry is far greater than many people once expected. But perhaps Justin's greatest achievement is not measured by awards or record sales. It is the fact that he survived some of the darkest moments of his life and found the strength to keep moving forward. His story reminds us that fame does not guarantee happiness. Money cannot protect someone from loneliness. Success cannot erase anxiety, depression, or personal struggles. Behind every celebrity is a real person facing challenges that cameras often fail to capture. Justin has repeatedly encouraged fans to take mental health seriously, ask for help when they need it, and never feel ashamed of their struggles. By speaking openly about his own experiences, he has inspired millions of people around the world to have honest conversations about mental health and recovery. Even today, every time Justin Bieber makes headlines, people are reminded of how extraordinary his journey has been. From a young boy uploading videos to YouTube in a small Canadian town, to becoming one of the most recognizable entertainers on earth, his life has been filled with incredible highs and painful lows. His journey proves that success is not about having a perfect life. It is about learning from failure, accepting responsibility for mistakes, and continuing to move forward no matter how difficult the road becomes. No one knows exactly what the future holds for Justin Bieber. Whether he releases more music, performs on stage again, or chooses to live a quieter life, one thing is certain. His story has already become one of the most unforgettable journeys in modern entertainment history. The boy who was discovered on YouTube changed the music industry forever. He inspired millions of young artists to believe that dreams can come true, while also reminding the world that even the biggest stars need time to heal. Justin Bieber's life is not simply a story about fame. It is a story about hope, resilience, second chances, and the courage to keep fighting when the whole world is watching. If his journey teaches us one lesson, it is this. No matter how many times life knocks you down, what truly matters is finding the strength to stand up again.